Hey there, welcome to the LuzLumiere channel. Welcome to your What to Leave Behind in 2023. This is not timeless. I mean, it could be. It could be. What to leave behind. But yeah, what should you leave behind? What should you leave behind in 2023? Pile 1, Pile 2, Pile 3, Pile 4. What should you leave behind? If more than one pile is reaching out to you, that's okay. I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hey there, Pile 3. Hey there, Pile 3. Your timestamp is like 44 seconds. That's cool. That means something. Ah! And you have the number 4. Hell yeah. Baby. What to leave behind in 2023 and not take it into the 2024, which is, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 8, 8, 4. This is amazing. You're really in the right spot. What to leave behind is this thing of putting things on a pedestal, giving things more power and prestige than they really need. Maybe putting yourself below and putting other things as more important than you. That's the first thing that I'll say. But for you, this is spiritual. I can't deny that. Higher power, I can't dance around. I can't dance around this. This is a very specific message. This is about spirit. This is about your connection to spirit. If you watch, pick your cards and you're involved in this kind of world in some type of way, what to leave behind is this dancing around the energy of not committing to some type of spiritual something in your world. This thing of dancing around, tiptoeing when you're in and out of spirit. Higher power in reverse really asks you to look at what it is that you're placing above your connection to the divine. And I'll say, as you being the divine manifested into human form, what are you placing above yourself? What are the things that you've been placing as more important? What are the things that have been making you feel small, that you've allowed to make you feel small? In what moments? Is it in social moments when you're meeting new people? Is it in moments where, you shrink and you stay shrunk as opposed to standing up tall and what's that about? Yeah, I think putting things ahead, putting things before what's really important, your connection to spirit in any kind of way. Is it money? Is it love? Is it a person? Using spirit as a tool, yes, that's great, but also being in partnership with spirit and making sure that that relationship is fed. Now is a time to examine what you're giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money, or about any other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. But you want spirit to be your source. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. Pile 3. There is no greater source than spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. So what's your guidance to relinquish this? What's a way spirit can guide you through this space? Being honest with yourself and taking accountability for what has been ahead of what should not be ahead and cleaning that up bit by bit. This makes 8, by the way. 14 plus 21 plus 2 plus 1 is 5 and 3, 8. Yeah. That's so funny because either way, This makes 35 when you add 21 plus 4, and that makes 3 and 5. It's so weird. Is that how math works? Crazy. I want to read to you truth be told in protection. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful future. A beautiful new future, where you no longer labor under heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. That's what's going to help you. Getting really honest about what's working, what's not working, where your energy is being drawn to, and who maybe your energy is being drawn to. The dishonesty can be, again, in putting someone else's needs ahead of your own, which is fine. That's not a problem. I want you to know that's not a problem. It's just when it becomes a problem is where you have to be honest with yourself. Because you might say, oh, I'm giving too much attention to this person and they need to know my boundaries. And it's like, no, the truth of the matter is you need to know your own boundaries. And you need to enforce your own boundaries with yourself. It's not that person, it's you. Sometimes it really is you. I've done this. I can speak on it because I've done this work before. I've done it's this thing that's doing this thing to me. And I look at it and I go, Luz, you're actively participating in this dynamic. You are creating this. Like, this is something that it's you. It's not the other person. It's you. It's tough. It's hard to be honest with ourselves. But that's for some of you, right? In any case, being honest, being clear is going to help. And in order to even be honest and be clear is to clean up what needs to be cleaned up. Tidy up spaces that need to be tidied up. Decluttering, looking at things in a cleaner way. That's going to be helpful. I don't know. Do you want me to read that too? I don't feel like I need to, but I feel like somebody out there needs it. Ever feel so bogged down by emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work, overwhelmed? Time to clean a house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now's the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning a house. Just do it. Make room for your miracles that are lining up. Miracles want to line up, but the higher power, the thing that it's difficult to hear the voice of God. It's difficult to hear the voice of guidance in a space that is full of lies, dishonesty, mistruths, untruths, and dirt. It's so difficult to decipher which path to go on, what to do, where to be, who to be with, how to be, who to become. It's hard to really even put your higher power first because everything's so messy. So this is something to leave behind, the messiness of things. Do your best. I know you got this. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I'll be doing a reading. Stay tuned for what to bring into 2024 from this year. Or what to enhance. So I'll see you next time. See you in the comments. Let me know how this worked for you. And if you've watched till the end, type the word higher power in the comments. Let's make this real. Keep your light on and good luck. Bye-bye. Shit. Hey there, pal 2. Hey there, pal 2. Your reading was going to start at 9:09. I don't know how they timestamped it, how it's timestamped, but it's going to start at 9:09. But I looked at it. I want us to look at it together. I don't know what it is, though. Anyway, what to leave behind for you in 2023 is mending. Ooh-wee. Wow. This is making things right. For you, I feel like this is healing. This is maybe being in a state of perpetual, I gotta heal. This this is what we're leaving behind in 2023. Feeling that we're not whole, feeling that we're not done, feeling that we're still uncooked, feeling that we're not quite ready. The healing trap of being in a constant state of thinking we need to be healed or to heal. Always fixing things, maybe being a fixer-upper. For some of you, this could be someone who, I know some people who care too much about other people. That's not a bad thing to care about others. It really isn't. It's actually a really great trait. But sometimes it shows that we're not trusting people to fix themselves. Have you thought of it from that perspective? That you're actually disabling a person sometimes when you offer too much of your services. That's not a bad thing, really. It's about discernment. Sometimes we need to push people and be there for them and be there for them until they can stand up on their own 2 feet. But sometimes the more we're there, the more we're denying them their ability to stand on their own 2 feet. So this could be, helping people too much or something like that. This isn't the upright. This could be a softer energy for you. This could be, it's a little bit more of a softer energy for you. Let's look at the... or even trying to heal a relationship. There could be something that you've been trying to heal, something that you've been trying to sort out, something that you've been trying to put a bandage on. And it's time to let it be. You've done as much as you can. It's done. You don't need to continue taking into the new year, healing this relationship or focusing on this relationship or focusing on this part of the business or, trying to improve, trying to be better. You've done what you can, right? You've really done what you can. Mending is about forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Maybe this is a time for you to relax and see how things go and you let go of the reins. Something to leave behind in 2023 is maybe overworking, overstretching yourself and mending and healing some type of relationship or hurt. If you hurt somebody, if you've done something wrong in the past or to someone or something in your life, and you've been spending a lot of time truly showing that you are repentant, you really genuinely have, I think there's got to be a time limit. Even people who go to prison, they serve their sentence. You know what I mean? That's the amount of time that we as a society or whatever have decided is enough time to show penance for a task. And when they come out, what's meant to be is they're meant to be, not so much reformed, but they've paid their dues. You've paid your dues. Forgive yourself. Seeking forgiveness from somebody, seeking forgiveness from a situation, it might be you really to forgive yourself and move forward. Because you might be living in a space that is acting from that wound and that, and not self-hatred, but that self-dislike, that self-unworthiness, that self-sabotagingness, and you're continuing to perpetuate that in your daily life because, you still feel that. So this could be something to let go of, is to forgive yourself as well as someone else. Leave. I guess could also really be saying something to let go is, not that you've been perpetually doing something, but something to leave in 2023 is forgiveness. Meaning, don't take these people and their wounds or the wounds you've caused them or the things that you've done in the past into the future. Make amends. Do the things that you need to do. Clear your inventory up. Clear yourself up. Clear your amends. Do all the things do your apologies, do your messages, do your whatever. Leave them in this year, right? Make your amends now. And leave it in 2023 so you can start 2024 with a newer level of relationship, whatever that looks like. And knowing that you've done the best that you could, and make sure you do the best that you can. Don't take that burden forward, the burden where you hurt somebody, or don't take the burden of where you were hurt by somebody, the resentments and the arguments and stuff. Try to make peace in these times, in these few days, these weeks before the new year comes. If you're watching this at some point, that is not the new year. That is not 2023. If you're in 2024, hey, future. But at this time, this message is still relevant for you. Do the forgiving, do the amends, do the stuff that you need to do. Do a rosary, like go to confessions, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you are moving forward the next day and the next season of your life with clearer energy. It's time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free, okay? I'm glad we got to that point of making this something where you're not perpetually trying to heal something, but also you're forgiving yourself, but also you're doing the things that you need to do to heal now. And when you enter into your new year, whenever that officially starts for you, whenever you feel it, you're walking into it with a clean and newer energy. I think this is all for you. I'm going to leave it here. Yeah. Okay, I'll pull one more. Any guidance on how to do this? New life, baby. Your guidance is to seek the new energy. Know that you may not have all the answers, and you don't. And know that this new phase of your life is going to be new. It is a new phase of your life, right? So accept that it's new and you don't know what's going on. You don't know everything, and that's okay. But also accept that it's new and you're ready to be new. You're birthed anew, and do the research that you need to do when you go forward. Focus on the new and leave the old in the past. And that is also, the old woundings of yourself or others. I wish you well. I wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck. Also, first of all, I am going to be doing what to bring to 2024. It's going to be coming up soon. So if you're watching this in the future, then it's on the channel. Go back to the channel and find that title, or type in, 2024 LuzLumiere or something in your search, so you can see what in this time of your life, in this 2023, that you can bring into 2024. And it might surprise you to see what that is. What to nurture forward. I'll see you next time. I'll see you in the comments. If you watched all the way to this point, type the word mending into the comments, so we can make this thing real and really remember and take this forward, and not be binge watching pick a cards and stuff, but to actually do the guidance that we're being given. I know the spiritual space has been gamified and pick a cards and all that, which is fantastic, but also let's not forget that there's true and real guidance that is being given. And I hope that you value this one. All right, my friend, keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, Paul 4. Hey, Paul 4. What are you leaving behind, letting go in 2023? Milk and honey. Oh. I mean, this could be overindulgence, but that would have shown up in the reverse. So this is a very interesting message. The ones that show up in the reverse are so much easier for this kind of reading. But in the upright, it's a much more challenging and juicier message, and I think it's maybe a little bit even more poignant. They're all really good, but when this shows up in the upright, this usually means amazing things. What I get as a second thought after the overindulgence is upgrading your dreams. I have a journal that I have yet to publish. I need to just fucking publish it and let it be done. Let me show it to you so that you recognize it when it's out. It's the Star Journal. Scripted Thoughts Abstract Reality Journal. And this journal has 19 amazing prompts. We stand. I love this journal. It was made with great love, and that's like a painting I did too. So why am I bringing this up? It's important for you to reacquaint yourself with yourself and go, hey, is what I want still what I want? Does that still feel good to me? Because sometimes we are operating on old thinking, and we don't realize that thinking has been changed, flexed, malleable, or whatever, right? Perhaps once upon a time you said, I would never date somebody with kids. And then you have dated people with kids, and maybe that's a thinking that you have to upgrade. That actually, I would date someone with children if blah, blah, blah. Upgrade that thinking. I would never date somebody that has cheated on somebody. And you upgrade that thinking and go, actually, I would date somebody who cheated on somebody. I just need to know this, this, and this. Maybe you would never, things like that. Or when it comes to your work, your business, your money, what is the amount of money that you've been striving for that's maybe been keeping you down, or that's been keeping you small, how you've been living? Maybe you've reached your money goal, right? Milk and honey. Maybe you've reached your money goal, Paul 4. Maybe you have the home that you've wanted. Maybe you have the job that you've wanted. Maybe you have the thing that you've wanted. You're living off of, the way that you've wanted, but you look around and you're like, I don't know about this one. I don't know. Right? Like, maybe now it's time to upgrade and go, okay, what is it about this situation that I don't like? Let me upgrade that dream. But since you've already attained the dream, right? You're in the place that makes sense, that you've been wanting. Maybe you can now refine it. Milk and honey, the second instinct after you've been overindulging is the one where it's kind of like getting serious and up-leveling what you've wanted. This could be a call for you to leave behind mediocre wishes, balanced wishes, and to go for something a little bit more unbalanced, a little bit more unhinged in your world. I'm not saying dream so big that it suffocates you, but open up your mind. I showed you that book because I love it. And number 2, because I love it. But it has a prompt in there. And one of them I'll give to you. This is common knowledge. If you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, or if you've seen the Alice in Wonderland movie, the first one, the live action one, there's a father said to Alice, she says, you gotta think of 7 impossible things every day. I really like that. I love that, because there's something magical about writing down what you think is impossible and then you achieving it in a way that is very possible. And I've given this example a lot of times where I wrote, I want to live in a house where, I have my own cinema, or I want to be able to buy the cinema out and enjoy a movie that I love by myself in the huge room on a big screen. And, then a day or so after, I went to the movies and I was the only one in the cinema. Something that feels so impossible became possible. I've always wanted a stylist. And years later, I found myself with a mannequin. It's not a stylist, but I have always wanted like 3 different mannequins that a stylist could use to show me my options for the day. There's something magical that happens when you write things down. For you, I do think this is a bit of an upgrade of your dreams. An upgrade of what milk and honey means to you. And daring you to dream. That what you've been wanting maybe isn't for you anymore. In that it was made from a smaller mind. And that's not an insult. It's just it was made from a mind that didn't know more. Dream bigger. This is about the taste of prosperity. Opportunities born of authenticity. Nurturing abundance. Trusting that your needs will be met. What to let go, what to leave behind in 2023 is, I suppose, even the wishing of it, and entering into maybe the being of it. I will be doing a what to bring in 2024 soon. If you're watching this in the far future, then check the channel because it exists. But yeah. For others of you, playtime, that debutante life, that chill life is what we're leaving behind. That soft life I guess, I don't know, is what we're leaving behind and letting go of in 2023. It might be time for you to step up in your community. It might be time for you to stop fooling around and get more serious. And again, that is the same thing, like getting more serious in terms of upgrading your dreams. And also getting more serious maybe in your world, in your community, in your life, and really taking those steps to use the opportunities that you have to do more. Knowing full well that you're enjoying a place that maybe you've wanted and you've arrived at, that many people want. But I feel like this is a call for a higher you. To let go of playtime, whatever playtime means to you, whatever being mucky and murky or whatever means to you. Letting go of the safety of the land of milk and honey, letting go of that comfort of milk and honey, that comfort of being in a place that is safe but also doesn't help you grow. And choosing to step out of that perceived safety so that you can grow and expand. That's something that you might be leaving in 2023. You've outgrown the space you're in. It's really the same freaking essence. You've outgrown the space you're in, and it's time to upgrade the space that you've been in. So that's going to be really good for you to get into and start looking at for yourself. And maybe knowing that you can take some of the safety that you have within you and move it with you into the world. When you step, like the safety isn't necessarily the environment. Yes, for sure it's the environment, but also that safety is in you. I just saw the movie Wish, and I think you should go see it. Yeah, I think you should go see Wish. If you've reached this far in the video, I would like you to type in milk and honey in the chat, in the thingy box. in the comments. This one's gonna be interesting, maybe even a little bit difficult. I want to get you some guidance as you walk this path. Yang, it is about taking action. I've been trying not to say it because I'm trying not to give guidance. I mean, obviously, because it's what we're letting go. But it's very obvious it's time for you to stop playing around and start acting. And not that you've been playing around, but it's time to step up, to do a little bit more now. You know? It's time for actions. Your guidance is to take action. And I feel like you have been feeling it. It's just been daunting to do so. But this is your go-ahead. Leave the daunt in 2023 and take action moving forward. I wish you everything. If it's like a personal reading, please feel free to come through. But otherwise, I hope that you really take this reading to heart if it is something that resonated with you and it called you to it. And it called to you. I do take my reading really seriously, for real. But anyway, I wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, Paul 1. Hey, Paul 1. What are you letting go of in 2023? What are you leaving behind in 2023? Ooh, this is good. This is good. I need you to buckle your seat, okay? Because you're about to feel some heat. I'm about to touch you with some fire. But you need it. You gotta stop catastrophizing. You gotta stop. You gotta stop thinking about the worst. You gotta start flexing that brain, flexing that creative muscle that you have, called your manifesting abilities, called your spiritual abilities, and really start dreaming up a future that makes sense for you. Stop wallowing things. Start thinking things better. If you're in a relationship that sucks, and you're stuck in it, oh man, try to see it better. I don't know. There's some meditations online. There's, relationship gurus online that are really good at helping people turn their relationships So if you're in a shitty relationship, like you're married to somebody, or you're living with somebody, or I don't know, if this is a love relationship, it could maybe also help in other ways. But Katarina Fang, Rory Ray, even Jasmine, Manifest with Jasmine here on YouTube, her meditations, they could help. And even God, what's her name? The Pussy Whip Woman. I digress. Your world is influenced by your perspective. And that's a very empowering thing. What to leave behind in 2023, what to let go of in 2023 is unhelpful thinking, unhelpful usage of your imagination. Imagine and Protection talks about misusing your imagination. This is us, instead of, daydreaming of what we would like things to be and having that wash over us and become us and therefore reflect in the world. Imagine and Protection is doing the opposite. It's fretting over what's not working, what's not going well, and that coming inside us and us embodying that and us only seeing that in the world. That's what we need to let go of for you, number one, in 2023. Like, leave that behind. And that's difficult. But that takes time. That takes energy. Illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are, not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your head. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded. Stay real. Only then can you truly have what you desire. So interesting. So, something else that I'm seeing here for you, number one. What to leave behind is the belief that things won't change. The belief that you're stuck. The belief that there's nothing you can do. The belief that what you're seeing is the only thing that exists. It's very interesting. I will say the guidance in this card says to see things as they really are. And then from there, start envisioning anew. It's almost like, it's very, very interesting. It's like letting go of what you thought things were going to be. So in 2023, let go of what you thought things were going to be. What you even maybe hoped things were going to be. Look at what they are. And from that new starting point, see what you would like them to become. And if you go back, if this ends up being just a circle, taking you back to what you had hoped, then okay. But there's something about releasing the expectation of what you had hoped something was going to be and seeing it for what it is, quote, end quote, what it looks like, what it's perceived like, and then starting over with that as a starting point on what you would like it to be. That's also an upgrade of your desires. It's an upgrade of your own energy as well. Thinking that things will go bad, thinking that things will get worse, that's something you can also leave behind. I'm going to pull some extra guidance for you, Pal 1, of essentially asking how you can let go of this. Like, what's the guidance on letting go of this kind of thinking? Okay, so seeing things from other people's perspective might help. Or other perspectives might help. So this could be looking online, seeing other people in similar situations, and I was going to say situationships, but seeing people in similar situations and finding a way through. Yeah. Finding a way through I lost my train of thought. Oh, finding a way through other people's stories, knowing that they've done it, knowing that it's possible. So therefore you're finding concrete proof and evidence of the journey that you want to take. So then that way you're fighting those thoughts that tell you no, that tell you, that continue to validate the misuse of your imagination. But if you see something different, if you see somebody who did overcome, if you see situations where things did improve, then at least you know it's possible. And you can see how you can get there. That's something that came up. This is a poverty consciousness. Being a victim, being victimized, feeling like a victim, feeling small with the treasure island. For number one, and this is probably too late to say because if this was you probably clicked off. I'm not saying what's going on in your life isn't real. I'm not saying what's going on in your world isn't serious. The bad things or the unsatisfactory things that are going on in your life or anything like that. I'm not trying to minimize them. I am trying to maximize you. There's a difference there. And maybe my execution could be better. I don't know. But what I want to remind you of is you are in the driver's seat. You are in the driver's seat. No, you are in the driver's seat. Yes, you are in the driver's seat. Just decisions are hard. Choosing to actively rein yourself in, yank your own collar back and go, hey. Think differently. Come on, think differently. Is a personal choice. And it's a hard one because you gotta flex that muscle. But the more you flex it, the stronger it becomes, Treasure Island in protection says poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you may lose what you have acquired, so you hold on so tight that you miss the opportunities to expand? That's such a trap. That sucks. You're challenged to change the way you see the world, definitely, and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find abundance waiting for you to claim it. And I think there's something here about balancing what's happening in your world with what you desire to happen in your world. There is something here about looking at things in a realistic way, but in a fair way. Not just realistic as in this is what's happening to me, but all of it. What are the benefits that you're getting from being in this situation? Right? Like all of it. And so you can see what is actually on the table, so you can then start deciding what you want to put on your plate and what you don't. Deciding what else is missing from this table, so you can then start crafting something new. Being fair to the situation and looking at it in a realistic way, a fair way, a fuller way, and also deciding and taking the risk of being in the driver's seat and making some kind of plan on how to move forward and how to enhance your imagination is going to be helpful. How to enhance what you want to actively create for yourself, the new dream you want to craft for your life and your future. One that gives you more power over your circumstances. I wish you luck. This one's not easy. But what you gotta let go of at a very base value is a certain mindset. And that's gonna help you move forward and face what you need to face moving forward. Soulmates at the bottom of the deck. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on and good luck. I will be doing what to bring in 2024. So what, you know, from your year you can bring forward in the new year. And I'll see you next time. So keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you in the comments. If you reach this far in the video, please type the word imagine in the comments. I'll see you later.